Everybody, back with another update on the car. It's starting to look like something now. Oh, the paint turned out amazing inside. Super hard coating, doesn't want to scratch off. Any dust that comes on it just wipes right off. Really happy how that turned out. Got all the seat belts mounted in, all the bars too. So everything's just permanently mounted down. Yeah, everything's proper bolts mounted properly. Looks good. Got the chassis harness back in. Just slowly reworking everything. The old harness I had tapped in. I built my own like standalone system probably 8 years ago. So you can see all the fuses and relays. And then the old switch panel for starting was just a bunch of this kind of off-the-shelf crap. The stock GM computer just had that flashed with a drive-by-wire pedal. And the new setup now, basically I'm recutting the harness part and everything's going to be just on the column back to the way it was. So there won't be any switches or anything on the dash. Should look kind of clean. Basically, yeah, like once the window and all the glass goes in, you're almost kind of not going to see the cage and it's going to be really subtle. And then with the FI Tech's harness, just it's way better wiring. There's no solder joints and crimps like when I built mine. And then just kind of reworking the front harness here, mainly because I wrecked all the starter wiring before putting that dash switches in. So just slowly going through and changing everything. And then we're very, very close to getting it started. Should be this weekend, should be running. Got to change some fuel lines. I'm going to be adding a nice Kit Kat can back there. So I kind of want to rework the way I have it. So went and picked up a few more fittings today. Should get that good to go. And then I got my little paint booth set back up. Just finishing up a few more things. So the front chassis bars, I was going to weld the fenders to them, but decided not to, so I can go ahead and paint them now. Got my fuel tank hold down bars. And this is going to be on my firewall, and that holds all the FI Tech computer and the FI Tech fuse block. So once I get that painted, I'll get that back in and I'll kind of show you where it's going to be. So it's going to be kind of mounted through that hole and on the panel, so everything will be nice and accessible for check any fuses later on. And all this wiring is going to be all tucked up and hidden too. So should be good to go. All right, moment of truth. Got the FI Tech all wired up and sitting in the new panel. And then we're just kind of wringing out the wires just to make sure. Got to put a neutral or a clutch stop switch in there still. And everything's just kind of half laid out to make sure I got the harness. The harness is all laid out. Just making sure all the wires run. Let's test it out. All right, so the battery's dead, but all right, looks good. We'll just close everything up and then tomorrow we'll get a start video for you guys. All right, finally got to hear it run. It's a nice goal accomplished. Got a few more things left. Got to change the vacuum lines. Going to build a nice vacuum block. Got a little catch can I got to build for back there. And again, finishing up some of the wiring now that I got everything fine-tuned in it. So stay tuned, and there'll be a lot more videos finishing up here. I'll do a video on building that catch can, and then whenever I figure out what I want to do with gauges, if I go kind of like a race pack or just normal, just a bunch of center gauges, we'll see what we're going to do. And then I can finally button up the whole interior. Hopefully my glass comes in, and then early in the week we'll get my glass in, finishing everything up in the fuel system, and then yeah, should be good to go. So like and subscribe, help me out a bit, and keep you updated on all the latest content. Thanks guys.